Why squats might be secretly destroying your knees after 40, and what actually works. I'm Luisa Hart, and I need to tell you something that most fitness channels will never say out loud. Squats might be hurting you. And if you're over 40 with knees that click, pop, ache, or just feel off, pushing through that pain is one of the most dangerous things you can do for your long-term health. I know. That goes against everything the fitness world preaches. No pain, no gain, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Especially when it comes to your knees and your circulation. As someone who works closely with patients dealing with circulation issues, varicose veins, chronic swelling, and deep vein thrombosis, I see a pattern that breaks my heart every single time. People come to me after years of suffering, and when I dig into their history, the story is almost always the same. It starts with knee pain. Then someone tells them to push through it with squats, lunges, leg press, whatever. The pain gets louder. They try to ignore it. Eventually, the pain wins, and they stop moving altogether. And that full stop is where the real damage begins. Here's what nobody explains to you clearly enough. Your legs are not just muscles. They are a pumping system. Your calf muscles and your thigh muscles work together like a second heart, squeezing blood upward, fighting gravity, keeping your circulation alive and moving. When you stop using your legs because your knees hurt, your circulation slows down. Blood pools, veins suffer, swelling sets in, and suddenly you're dealing with a problem that goes way beyond sore joints. So what do you do when squats are off the table? Do you just give up on leg training entirely? Absolutely not. That is not the Luisa Hart way. Today I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful, medically grounded exercises that will strengthen your legs, fire up your circulation, and protect your knees, not punish them. These are movements I recommend to real patients. These are not just fitness tips. This is therapy dressed up as exercise, and it works. But first, you need to understand something fundamental about your body, because once you get this, everything clicks. Think of your knee as a hinge, just a hinge. It connects your thigh pump to your calf pump. When that hinge is rusty, painful, inflamed, you unconsciously stop using the pumps on either side of it. You stop moving. You stop contracting those muscles, and your circulation pays the price. So our strategy today is brilliant in its simplicity. We are going to bypass the rusty hinge entirely and target the pumps directly. We are going to strengthen your quads, your glutes, your calves, all without grinding that painful joint into oblivion. Are you ready? Let's go. Exercise number 1, the seated leg extension. I love this one because you can literally do it right now, sitting in your chair watching this video. No equipment, no gym, no excuses. Sit up tall. Pull your shoulders back. Plant one foot on the ground and slowly, and I mean slowly, extend the other leg out in front of you until it's straight. Now squeeze. Squeeze that thigh muscle hard at the top. Hold it for 2 full seconds, and then lower your leg back down with control. Don't just drop it, control it. That lowering phase is where a lot of the magic happens. What's happening inside your body right now is remarkable. You are activating your quadriceps, especially a specific portion of the quad called the VMO, the vastus medialis oblique. That's the teardrop-shaped muscle on the inner side of your knee. The VMO is the knee's natural stabilizer. When it's strong, your kneecap tracks properly. When it's weak, your knee compensates in ways that cause pain and damage over time. Most people with chronic knee pain have a weak VMO. This exercise targets it directly, safely, without any joint compression whatsoever. You're building the armor your knee desperately needs without asking it to bear any load. Do 3 sets of 15 reps per leg. Go slow. Feel the squeeze. This is not a speed exercise. It is a precision exercise. Exercise number 2, the glute bridge. Now here is where I'm going to tell you something that genuinely surprises most of my patients, and it might surprise you too. A huge percentage of knee pain has absolutely nothing to do with the knee. Read that again. Knee pain that isn't a knee problem. Here's the truth. When your hips are weak, specifically when your glute muscles are underpowered and underactive, your knees are forced to compensate. They absorb forces and angles they were never designed to handle. The knee becomes a scapegoat for the hip's failure to do its job. So we fix the hips and the knees get relief. Simple, elegant, effective. Enter the glute bridge. Lie flat on your back. Bend your knees and plant your feet flat on the floor, roughly hip width apart. From there, drive your heels into the ground, squeeze your glutes as hard as you can, and lift your hips up toward the ceiling until your body forms a straight diagonal line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold that position for 2 to 3 seconds at the top. Really squeeze those glutes. Pretend you're trying to crack a walnut up there. Then lower slowly back down. Think of your glutes as the bodyguard your knees have always needed but never had. When those glutes activate and take ownership of the load, the knees are finally free to just be hinges, which is all they ever wanted to be in the first place. 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. And if you want to make it more challenging as you get stronger, you can add a resistance band just above your knees or hold the top position for a longer count. But start simple, start clean. Master the squeeze first. Exercise number 3, the standing calf raise. Oh, this one. This is my absolute favorite, and I will tell you exactly why with zero hesitation. Your calf muscle is your second heart. I don't say that metaphorically, I say it because it is medically, physiologically true. The deep veins of your leg, the ones responsible for returning blood back up to your heart and lungs, run right through your calf muscle. Every single time that calf muscle contracts and squeezes, it physically compresses those veins and pumps blood upward against gravity. It is a mechanical pump, and it is extraordinary. When you stop walking, stop moving, stop activating that calf muscle, blood begins to pool in your lower legs. That's where the heaviness comes from. That's where the swelling comes from. That's where varicose veins develop and worsen. And in serious cases, that's where deep vein thrombosis begins. The standing calf raise is not just fitness. It is vascular medicine in the form of movement. Here's how to do it. Stand near a wall or hold the back of a chair for balance, because balance matters and we respect that. Rise up onto your toes as high as you comfortably can. Pause at the top for a full second, then lower slowly. And I mean all the way down, heels to the floor, getting that full stretch through the calf before you go back up. That full range of motion is critical. Don't bounce, don't rush. This is a pump, and pumps work best with smooth, deliberate strokes. 3 sets of 20 reps. And if you want to level it up, try doing them one leg at a time. The single leg calf raise dramatically increases the intensity and the pump effect. I prescribe this exercise to nearly every patient I see with lower leg issues. Swelling, heaviness, varicose veins, post-DVT recovery. The calf raise is one of the first tools I reach for. It's that powerful, and it's completely free. Exercise number 4, the reverse lunge. Now we're getting into functional movement territory. which means this exercise is best saved for when your legs have built some baseline strength from the first 3 exercises. If you're just starting out, spend a week or 2 on exercises 1 through 3 before adding this one into the mix. But when you're ready, this exercise is a game changer. You've heard of the standard forward lunge. You step forward, lower your back knee toward the ground, push back up. It's a classic. But here's the problem with the forward lunge for people with knee sensitivity. When you step forward, your momentum drives directly into your front knee. The joint takes the impact. And if there's any inflammation, any cartilage wear, any instability in that knee, you're going to feel it. The reverse lunge flips the script entirely. Instead of stepping forward, you step backward with one foot, lowering your back knee toward the ground while your front leg stays stationary. Here's what changes biomechanically. Your weight naturally shifts onto your heel and into your hip rather than forward into your knee. The knee is still working, but it's working in a far more supported, controlled, and joint-friendly way. It also challenges your balance and coordination in a way that's deeply valuable as we age, because balance is one of the first things we lose, and one of the most important things to protect. Stand tall, step 1 foot back, lower with control. Drive back up through that front heel. Alternate legs. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per side. Keep your chest up, your core tight, and your front knee tracking directly over your second toe, not caving inward. Form matters here. Quality over quantity, always. Exercise number 5, the wall sit. Saving the best for last, or rather saving the smartest for last. The wall sit is your secret weapon on the days when your knees feel particularly sensitive, on the days when even the thought of dynamic movement sounds like too much, on the days when you want to do something but you need that something to be gentle, controlled, and joint-friendly. Here's the setup. Find a smooth wall. Stand with your back flat against it and your feet roughly shoulder-width apart, about 2 feet away from the wall. Now slide your back down the wall, slowly, until your knees reach about a 90-degree angle, like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Now hold, just hold. You don't need to go deeper than 90 degrees. In fact, if 90 feels like too much today, stop at 60 or even 45 degrees. The depth is not the goal. The hold is the goal. What's happening here is called isometric contraction. Your quadriceps muscles are working intensely, building strength, generating heat, increasing blood flow. But the joint itself is stationary, not grinding, not loading, not compressing, just holding a fixed, supported position. This is one of the safest ways in existence to build quad endurance and keep circulation moving through your legs without any wear and tear on the joint surface. Hold for 20 to 45 seconds to start. Rest. Repeat 3 times. As you get stronger, push that hold time towards 60 seconds and beyond. You will feel your legs burning in the best possible way. So there you have it. 5 exercises, 0 squats required. Seated leg extensions to rebuild your VMO and stabilize the knee. Glute bridges to activate your hips and take the load off your joints. Standing calf raises to literally pump the blood back to your heart. Reverse lunges to restore functional movement with biomechanical intelligence. And wall sits to build isometric strength on your most sensitive days. I want to be completely clear about something before I let you go. I am not telling everyone to quit squats forever. If your knees feel great, if you're moving well, if squats feel strong and pain-free, keep going. Squats are a phenomenal exercise and I celebrate them. But if squats are hurting you, Stopping them is not failure. Stopping them is not weakness. Stopping them is the smartest, most medically sound decision you can make. Because pain is not a challenge to overcome, it is a stop sign. And stop signs exist for a reason. They exist to keep you safe. Here's the good news. There is always a detour. And sometimes the detour is more beautiful, more effective, and more sustainable than the original road ever was. Try these 5 exercises consistently for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. Notice how your knees feel. Notice how your energy levels shift. Notice whether your legs feel lighter, whether the swelling goes down, whether you feel more capable and more confident moving through your day. Then come back and tell me what changed. I'm Luisa Hart, and I'll see you in the next one.